Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to notification gang, the like button, and if you don't even start yet, y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. I have my I had one of my coworkers send me this video. She's one of the cool ones, man. She's not the other main one that always comes in my office. Yeah, I told y'all about my my other coworker. They stay knocking at my damn door. Oh, I need to tell you this. I need to tell you that. No, it's not her. This is another coworker who sent me this video. Slowly but surely, all my coworkers found it out. I'm doing YouTube, man. It is what it is. Um, but yeah, so she came to my office. She's if I'm not mistaken, she had just hit 30 or 31. And she's single, so she was like, "Oh, Deb, is this?" And she started like, y'all know how they like to do the fake crying, like, "Oh my God, Deb, this is my life. This is my life. This is what I have to deal with now." And I'm just like, "Bro, what's happening?" And so she was basically saying the same thing. She saw this video, and I guess related to it because she's again, like I said, she's 30 or 31 and still single, with no prospects or anything like that. And to be fair, my coworker, she's a pretty attractive lady. She has, her red flags or her issues, just like everyone else does, me included, right? But we sat down, we had our discussions. Maybe I'll get into a little bit more after we finish this video. Let's get into it. She's 35, single, and confused as to why she's still single. I haven't seen this video yet, so this is literally a blind reaction. So let's get into it.
Why am I 35 and still single? I feel like this is an epidemic in the world. You have so many awesome women that are just out here looking for a good partner. I cannot stand dating websites. Me and my cousin, who is about 9.5 years younger than me, downloaded Hinge on a pop the balloon night just for fun. And when I say matched with a few people, but literally deleted it within 48 hours because I just couldn't deal. Like, I need to connect with someone in person. I need to see what your vibe is. I can't just connect with you based off of surface level things or, little tidbits and facts that you're probably lying about. Yeah, I just feel like society has just taken a turn. Social media, although it's a blessing in a lot of ways, I feel like it's a curse because everybody is so accessible and nobody's willing to commit to one person or work on anything or kind of like fight through anything because, oh, well, I'll just move on to the next one. You know, here's a woman who doesn't have her standards as high or, will turn a blind eye to certain things. And it's just not fair. It's not fair. So I know if I'm willing to be committed, loyal, dedicated, and really pour into a person, there has to be at least one other person out there that has the same morals and values. But I just don't get it. How do I deal?
Okay, hold on, real quick. I guess I didn't know that there's gonna be multiple videos. So I'm in full agreement. Um, as far as what she's saying, I don't deal with the um online dating like everybody else do. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm not gonna say I've never shot my shot online. I've shot my shot a few times. I remember when the DM first went live for Instagram, right? Because back when Instagram, I'm showing my age, right? Back when Instagram first came out, you didn't have a DM option or a messaging option. It was literally just you take pictures, like, comment, follow, and then that's it. Now you got DMs, now you got reels, and you have all these things, right? Whatever. I remember when DMs first went live on Instagram, and I was in college, and the chicks that I used to follow from my campus, I would shoot my shot at some of them. Me personally, I was never a fan of doing that online thing because first of all, footprints, number one. I hate that. Number one. Number two, also because I would rather, just like she said, I'm an in-person viber. Like I have to get this feeling from you. I have to like see your facial expressions, like your body language. Like, should I proceed? Should I backpedal? Should I like what should I do? And it's very hard to do that when you're online. It's very hard to execute what you're trying to say or what you're trying to do through text messages or voice notes or whatever the case may be, right? So that's one of the main reasons why me personally I stayed away from doing those types of things. So I fully agree with her in regards to that. But ma'am, you're older than me. You said you're 35 and still single. So what was happening prior to this social media stuff? Because mind y'all, social media, especially like the messaging and social media dating, is only about a decade old. So you're 35. So what were you doing from 20 to 25? 18 to 25? What was happening then? So again, you can't fully blame. Like I would see if she was younger, like if she was 25 or 27, I'd be like, all right, cool. All of your dating years literally stemmed, literally was during the time of social media and online dating. So you got that. But you're 35 again, ma'am. You're older than me. I came from a time again. I'm 30. I came from a time where hell, I used to pull chicks off a piece of paper and a pen when I was in high school. Yeah, we had cell phones back then, but not everybody had cell phones back then. Hell, I ain't had my phone when I ain't got my first phone until I was technically I had a prepaid phone in middle school and some years in high school. But I didn't get an actual phone where I was able to call, text whenever I wanted to until I was like 18, 19, maybe even 20. So yeah, man, like I just yeah, yeah. Again, ma'am, let's get into part two. First of all, what does this word mean? Emetophobia. What the hell is that? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Meaning, what does that word mean? The fear, what? The fear of vomit or vomiting. Being around someone who is ill, seeing vomit or feeling nauseous may make you feel anxious and panicked. What the hell is what? Yeah. Phobia characterized by an intense, irrational fear of vomiting. Okay, let's see. I'm not too sure what word has to do with this next part of the video, but let's keep going.
Go with emetophobia. Gosh, can I say this is one of the biggest triggers for me, being anxious. And I try to do some research on it and see like what the cures were and stuff like that. And people say, oh, exposure therapy, or it's they say it's a symptom of like OCD, I guess. But again, I'm not a medical professional. I don't know. But what has helped me dealing with my emetophobia and being a mom, my mom is a huge help. Stuff like that doesn't bother her. So I'm so grateful to be able to call on her to help me if my son is sick, because I don't want him to not be able to be comforted in the way he should when he's not well, because my mom was there for me when I used to get sick, and I would love to be there for him in that capacity. But I know my range and my limit.
I'm not sure what's happening here. We were talking about. Let me fast forward a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I'm not 100% sure. But now we're talking about vomiting. Okay, all right, yeah. I don't know what's happening. Let me play the last minute and let's see if we can tie it together.
Best for my son. It can't be all about me. So that's been my emetophobia journey as a mom. It's very difficult. It's still difficult. I still freak out, but you just got to roll with it and try not to focus on it. And I know some people may think this is weird or they don't understand it, but it's a real thing. It is traumatizing. I feel it in my body. I cry. I get hysterical because it does something to you. It does something to you that people that don't have this phobia do not understand.
Yeah, I I think I don't know. Maybe she typed the wrong word in the caption, but from my definition, if y'all know what she's talking about, please put in the comment section because I'm confused. From what I just read, emetophobia is someone that has a fear or irrational fear, intense fear of vomiting. So I don't know what's happening, but anyway, so she just lost me there. So I'm not even gonna cover that. Let's get back into into the beginning of the video. Yeah, so to be 35, single and confused. Listen, man, and she's a very attractive young lady. So it could be a situation of because you have a child, that could be the reason why a lot of dudes are not taking you serious. Again, I've said this a million different times in a million different videos on my channel where I've spoken on ladies, where I've talked about how a lot of dudes are not like me. They don't move like me. A lot of dudes is not going to give you one child. I give you one child. Listen, I get it. Make mistakes were made, whatever case be. I'll even give you multiple children by one man, multiple children by one man. I told you I dated a chick that had 4 kids from one dude, and she was married. But whatever. 4 kids from one dude, right? A lot of dudes are not like me, ladies. A lot of dudes are not going to give you that one. A lot of dudes are going to look at you and be like, yo, one and done, I'm out. And rightfully so. Whether you agree or disagree, it is what it is. That's the world that we live in. I cannot snap my fingers and make men change their minds and change their mindset as far as their standpoints or what are deal breakers within a relationship. Can't do it. Unfortunately, we just have to move accordingly with that. It is what it is. But there's other things that's happening. There's something else that you are not telling us. She seems to be an attractive lady. I can only see her face. I can't really see her body, but she seems to be an attractive lady. When I played the other video, I think I was able to see her figure a little bit more. Yeah, so I was able to see her figure a little bit more in her robe, right? The attraction is there. She has a very her facial features is very nice. I'm loving her facial feature, her skin tone, her smile. She has a gorgeous smile, pretty. There has to be something else that you are not telling us, Mel. Assuming you are at fault. Now, it could just be a situation of you choosing incorrectly, which still will be considered your fault, right? But yeah, I don't see. I need a little bit more sauce on the spaghetti. I can't eat this. I'm sorry. I need a little bit more sauce on the spaghetti. You're being stingy with the marinara sauce, ma'am. I need you to pour it on. I like, come on. I don't know, man. I was trying to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, be safe for her, cuz.